Hello and welcome back to Tie 3. As you may have noticed in the previous video, I don't know why am I here? I shouldn't be here, bear with me. Blind Dingo's Bluff, there we go. See, I had to try and remember where it was that we did the mission. Okay, let's talk about what happened, right? So, in case you didn't know, because there is a little video about it, the previous set that I recorded doesn't exist anymore. So if you want to find out why, what happened, etc., just go and watch that video. To reference something that happened, I picked up a... what's it called? The one that slows time. One of the orbs, the most useless orb. So I picked that up from up there. And then we went in here to do a mission to go and find Steve. How did you get here? No, Shazza, you were at Buttermudgy. Lizard lips.
Cass lover here thinks she can get more Quinkan than me. She's delusional.
I don't care.
You guys have got to learn to get along. We've got a job to do.
Imagine if
What do we
I
know about
actually
this
said
Quinkan
that,
expert?
like,
Well,
I don't care.
Girls,
Girls, I genuinely don't care.
Yeah, but how will we know when we found him? What
Like,
does
we
he
already
look
know
like?
who
Don't
Steve
worry, I'm
is.
sure we'll know. Do you smell gooby berries?
Originally, I had the idea, after watching back the set that happened previously, I kind of realised that the one who we were talking about when it was discussing somebody that was knowledgeable on the Quinkan, who was a lizard, who was kind of AWOL, that really kind of just made me think only of Steve, you know? And it turned out that I was right. It said in the call sheet, in fact, there he is now, as you can see, just faffing around, I guess. Oh, I need to switch to an explosive one. No? Oh, okay, I just jump over it. There was a chromium orb right here. And you see some of the some lovely artwork there. So it said in the call sheet before we came here that the mission was to find Steve. So we knew beforehand that we were looking for Steve. Huh, I didn't know about this though. Can we get anywhere with it? Oh, a bilby! Very glad I came back here then, because apparently there was a bilby right here. And I would have missed that. Alright. That did nothing. And it turns out, yeah, that the person that we are after is in fact Steve. And it makes me think that the reason we are after Steve is because they needed something to do. They needed Steve to have something on his character arc that wasn't just the drunk man. And yeah, I don't know, it just felt a little bit shoehorned in. But I do like the fact that there's all these little cave drawings around everywhere, like this, because Steve Stamatiadis is the official artist for the Thai games. So the fact that there are all of these Thai-related drawings everywhere really just kind of adds a little extra flavour to me, as though to say, yeah, he is the artist. Have a look at some of his work and so on, which is nice. Oh, it was a Chronos stone. That was it. Yeah, I've made some notes. I listened back to the audio that I made just so that I can remember some of the things that I said. So when we came into this level, there was Shazza and Fluffy also with us, and they would be bantering non-stop all the way through the level. And it's not just like normal banter either, it's really childish stuff. And it was awful to listen to, genuinely. I hated it. And then after a little while, can we go over that? No? Okay. Oh, we do have a new Quinkan, by the way. These ones with the long arms. I don't know what they're called, but yeah, they are new. I really hate this. genuinely hate this. It doesn't make any sense, right? Does it? Like, really just think about it. Imagine you have a gun, okay? Imagine you have a gun, and instead of shooting somebody with it, you go up to them and you just hit them. That is the same deal as what's happening here. We are using a long-range weapon for melee, and it makes 0 sense to do that, because it's not, you know, it's a long-range weapon. You throw a boomerang. You don't go up to somebody and smack them with it. That's cute. That's really cute. So yeah, I had a bit of an issue with that because it genuinely just made no sense. So I have collected most of the things that are in here. There's not that much to collect. There's a couple of bilbies, there's, I think 2 chromium orbs, and that was about it. One of the chromium orbs, in fact, was inside an invisible box, which I've never seen before, and I thought that was a little cheeky. The most is this combination, like super high frost with the Lasharang, is probably the most powerful combination because you can just throw it so quickly and it comes straight back. Alright, so this is where Shazza got stuck. Or no, it was Fluffy. Fluffy got stuck here. She didn't move from this spot, and Shazza had disappeared. She was just nowhere to be seen anywhere, and I could not get her to reappear until I got to the end of the level when a cutscene spawned her. So there's... Alright, come on. That way, please. There's not a whole lot to do here. It's mostly just, you know, going up here, collecting stuff. Ah, you see, I couldn't figure out how to get this chromium orb. That was interesting. Did you notice that? The reflection in the water didn't have the red circle in the middle. That was very interesting. But yeah, I couldn't actually figure out how to get in there, so I'm quite glad that I came back in here now. That texture is not on the wall, it's just floating above. That's great. Okay, cool. So we have actually learnt some things from coming in here. Yeah, that was where the chromium orb was. There was a invisible box right there. So that's where that was. And over here we have some very interesting enemies that I couldn't figure out how to actually kill. They just seem a little bit too powerful. Like, I can do a tiny amount of damage with my bite, but what's really stupid is if you're in combat, like he's in a combat stance, if you do a jump... Oh, maybe? Or... There we go. He does like a strange backflip. Okay, it seems like I have to attack first or something. I don't know. Yeah, there's only sometimes he does this backflip. It's very strange. Yeah, this sucks. I hate it. It's really stupid. And in there we have 2 orbs. I forget what they were. They were something useful. And I definitely complained about the fact that there were these little hedgehogs on an incline. Who puts spikes on an inclined path? That's the button that opens the gate. There will only be opal bags in there, and I do not care for that.
Hey, have you seen the Quinkan expert around here?
Hey, Orange Dinosaur. Hey, Yellow Kitties. They didn't follow you, did they?
No.
They did.
Do you know where we can find the Quinkan expert? His name is Steve too.
If we don't find him, we won't
Oh,
be
they
able to stop the
genuinely
Quinking.
think that there's
No,
another Steve.
Not him. He's the one who tells them what to do. I better make sure my goober juice is safe.
Hang
Wait,
on a sec.
what's with his
How
like
do you know about
mouth
the Quinking?
mouth
When
movements?
you say they, have you been talking about the Quinkan all this time?
Are you Steve the Quinkan expert?
I told you they were coming.
Oh,
but
God,
you
what's
didn't
with
go
his
hide your
mouth?
berries, did you?
Then
Huh?
you know how to stop them.
Who them? Shh! They'll hear
What?
you.
If you
What
tell
is
us how
going
to
on?
stop the Quinkan, we'll make sure they never bother you again.
Okay, I'll tell you a story. Way, way long ago, when this land was much hotter. The Monday before
Did the
last
budget
Friday.
drop?
No, before that even. 1,000,000 years ago, in the Jurassic Age. That's when they came. They did stupid things. They smashed up the hills and drank all the rivers. I didn't
That's
like them.
foolish.
Nuh-uh.
I mean, it has to
gathered
go
up the
through their
shadow
bodies at
stones
some point,
and a
though,
whole
so, you
big
know,
pile of goober
it's not really
berries.
wasted.
Goober berries. After they were all gone, I buried the shadow ring in a very hot place.
Fluffy has just
Why
utter
haven't you dug it
contempt for
up
this man.
and used it to get rid of them again?
I've been hiding so they can't find my goober juice. Plus, I've been too busy looking
This,
for my
these
goober
mouth
juice.
movements are
Plus,
just
I can't remember
too
where
much
I
for
hid
me.
Well,
Is it
you
broken?
said it was somewhere hot.
Did I? Oh, I remember now.
There's
It was
something
Cackaboom Island.
horribly
Quick,
wrong.
let's go. Thanks, Gooby Steve.
Quick, let's
Funny little
go.
orange rats.
So, you're sure that's where the
When did
shadow
we
ring
get
is hidden?
hologram technology?
I'm positive, mate.
Well, actually, we had it in the second game, didn't we?
Island, then.
Are you sure
Again.
you want to go, Fluffy? It's going
This is-
to be dangerous.
Why don't we just use the screen? I don't want to see the inside of his eyes.
Sharp owie rocks.
Owie rocks.
Sounds
Get
like my
out,
kind of
Dennis.
place. Let's go, partner.
That clown down at the race arena, Rusty, Rabbit, or whatever his name is, just called. He wanted to challenge you to a one-on-one race. I told him you didn't have time.
Well,
But
quite
you
right.
wanna go
I've
and
got
destroy
better
the
things
dreams
to
with no
do.
feathers off my
Like
back.
saving the world.